Hi guys, I'm Karina and welcome to my channel. I'm a dental hygienist from sunny South Florida and I've been practicing for about 3.5 years. I am a 2016 Miami-Dade dental hygiene graduate. Today's video, we're going to talk about the big question that I think we all have as students or even as a dental hygienist who may have been practicing for some time now. And that is loupes. What loupes should I get? Should I even get them? Are they worth it? Are they something I could get used to? The very first thing I'm going to talk about when it comes to deciding what loupes you want to get is your budget. Loupes from when I was in dental hygiene school can range anywhere from $300, I believe, all the way up to even $1,500, and that is without a light. So you definitely want to take into consideration, are you going to get a light or not? And we'll talk about that later in the video. Remember, this is something you're going to have for a really long time if you take care of it properly, and your money can go a long way if you choose wisely. Once you figure out your budget, you're going to know which companies are within your range, and you can start interviewing them and asking them about their warranty. Warranty is really important because loupes are so fragile and so delicate, and you want to take care of them. But sometimes mistakes happen and you want to know if these companies are going to have your back. Loupes have their own warranty and lights have another warranty. So at least with the company I had, which is Designs for Vision. When it comes to you getting a light or not, we'll talk about that later, but just know that it is possible they don't have the same warranty. So that's very important to clarify, because you don't want to think that you have longer than what you really do. So once you got your warranty and your budget down packed, you want to think about what kind of loupes do I want? And by that I mean, do you want through the lens, which are built within the lens of the glasses, and they are adjusted directly to your face and your eyes, so no one else can use them unless they have your dimensions? Or do I want the ones that are adjustable? And the adjustable ones are able to be flipped up and down, so you can use just the glasses part, or you can bring down the microscopes and use the actual loupe part of it. Or you can also even adjust the dimension of it, and anybody can use that one set of loupes. I personally didn't get the adjustable ones because I didn't want to be worrying about bringing the loupe part up and down, and is that something I was gonna have to be doing when I had gloves on? What if I forgot? Things like that. So I really didn't want to worry about that. I felt like the loupes that were adjustable had more weight to them, and I just knew that I wanted through the lens for that reason. So leading into my next topic, weight was very important to me, mainly because I'm not someone that has been wearing glasses for a long time. I recently just started, and that's only like temporary. So I was never used to having something on my face. Knowing that I was gonna be practicing in an office, typical office hours, I knew I would be having them on for a long period of time. I didn't want weight on my face, and I didn't want to be worrying about maybe this part of the glasses was going to be squeezing me or bringing too much weight down on my face. And although there's really cute loupes out there, I found them to be heavy, so that's why I decided to go with the Designs for Vision Nike ones. Since we're on the topic of weight, I want to slowly lead into my next topic, which is the light. The light does add weight, so that is something you got to take into consideration. But I think for the most part, if you buy the light from the company that you're buying your loupes from, they fit perfect. There's not any little extra adapters that don't need to be there, and it's just less weight that you don't need to worry about. If you can't tell, weight was a big deal for me. So I'm still 100% by that, and I do not want anything heavy on my face for the whole day. So different companies have different lights. There's some companies that have like wireless lights that have no cables and no battery pack that has to go into your pocket. And there's some lights that I've even seen that on the arm of the loupes, the battery's right there and it's wireless. That's all personal preference. I haven't tried any of those on, so I can't speak from personal experience. All I can speak about is what I do have. If you're gonna be doing sealants, you wanna make sure you have this light shield, which is just this little orange part here. I think there's so many options out there. Getting the one that just goes with your loupes is just easy, convenient. I just got the light from Designs for Vision, and I actually got the one that doesn't have the longest battery life. So that is actually the next topic to talk about, the loupe light battery life. Some can last a whole day from what I've heard. Some may last a half day or whatever. So battery life is important. Are you someone that sees yourself being on top of charging it, making sure you're not leaving it overnight charging? Because I believe that's not good for any electronics. You don't want to leave it overnight charging, especially with something that you want to take really good care of. I personally know I'm good at that, so I went with the one that I can charge at my half day, which is lunch, and then work on, and then just charge it in the morning if I remember, at lunch, and then at the end of the day. But I always make sure that before I leave, I take it off the charger. I got my light at the end of my senior year in dental hygiene school, and I made sure I got it before I graduated so that I can take advantage of the student discount, because hey, any little dollar helps. And I'm glad I did, because I was able to use it for boards, so you guys can see and be blinded by it. I'm happy I did, just because the real world operatory overhead lights were not like my school ones. I felt like my school ones were bright and I was happy, but once I got to the real world, I am happy I have a light. After owning these for 6 years, you start to realize how fragile they are. I personally am like so over the top in taking care of these babies that I put them in my loupe light case every day at the end of the day. Like I put it, like if they had just delivered it to me, in my case, because I want to make sure that they are well taken care of. And I guess I'm doing something right. They've lasted 6 years so far. But one thing that has happened is right here on the inner corner of this eye, it's starting to crack a little. And I've noticed that it has happened due to the way that we take them off. So you want to make sure that you're taking them off with 2 hands, ungloved of course, because I guess you put too much pressure on one side and that's not good for it. So that's an important trick and tip from me to take care of when you have your loupe. Now when it comes to the through the lens part, I'm happy I did it. I feel like I can see perfectly through the top portion of my loupes and through the actual loupes. I'm not regretting it. Since the moment I got it, I love it. Through the lens for me is the way to go. So I think all companies pretty much come with a strap. This one's fabric. I've seen some of like the other material ones, which are good because those you can wipe down. I feel like the cloth ones you can't really wipe down, which does get a little annoying, so I just have to put it in the wash. You may be able to tell, but they have makeup all over it. With Designs for Vision, I will say, I think they did change it though, but this cable has not been my best friend. Kind of gone weak on me. I think this is my 3rd one. And it has been, the prices did go down, but I think at one point, my first one was covered because I was under warranty for it, so I didn't have to pay for my first one, but my 2nd and my 3rd one I did pay for, and that was anywhere from like $40 to $50 or $30 to $50. But yeah, that's probably the only con I would have to say about this, but it's an easy fix. I'd rather just pay that for a new cable than a whole new loupe setup. So all in all, I'm a big fan of my Designs for Vision loupes. I'm really happy with them. They've lasted me pretty much 6 years already, and I can't be any happier, if I'm gonna be honest. So something to think about. I hope this video helped you. I hope you are now feeling a little more at ease as to which loupes to get. I know it's a tough process. I know it's an investment, but believe me, your back, your neck, everything will thank you. And have a great day.